Hello fellow Total Warriors, I am Zardar and welcome to another online battle from Warhammer 2. So this time we're playing as the Tomb Kings and we're up against Norsca. So for our forces over here, as you can see, we went for a cheap front line of just skeleton spearmen. We get some Tomb Guard in the back, 1, 2, 3 as we can tell, and also the King Nekes's Legion, Scorpion Legion, because they apply poison and they have really high melee defense, to be honest. 46 compared to 36 of these guys is quite a big difference, and it's actually the first time I noticed the color of these things. So these are like white skeletons and these are like blackened ones, or is it just a piece of clothing that I see? No, they seem to be like even the skeletons to be black for some reason. Probably sun scorched or something. Alright, so over on this side we have 2 units of skeleton chariots, and the reason for that is just in case he went in with berserkers, because the berserkers can easily beat down even Tomb Guard, to be honest. So yeah, I needed these guys in order to counter that, because it shouldn't be, because the Tomb Guard are, have like better stats, but they lack in armor, and the berserkers are great at dealing with unarmored units, so that's where they lack and they will lose to berserkers. We also got 2 units of Nehekara horsemen, just to, you know, just have some mobility to protect any line that we need, any part of the flanks and stuff like that. We have the Necrosphinx, the Sphinx of Usef over here. Great anti-large, fire attacks, magical damage, armor piercing. It's just a freaking powerhouse. And yeah, this is gonna be our main anti-large tool, to be honest, because we don't have anything else to deal with that. Like we have skeleton spearmen, but they're not that great, to be honest, to dealing with large. And also SETTRA on his Cambrian War Sphinx over here. And let's see, what did we bring? We brought the Blessed Plate of Petra, because it imbues with fire damage, and in case he went with any trolls, they're gonna take some increased damage from this thing. Wrath of Petra, Nero's Incantation of Protection, and Zav's Incantation of Cursed Blades. I like to use that spell to just overcast it, because it adds an anti-large bonus, and yeah, the Cambrian War Sphinx then can be used against even large targets. And I think that's pretty much it from my army. I don't have any carrions or anything like that, do I? Nope. For my opponent, he's got the Beast of Tasner Vanguard deployed over back here. He's got a front line of Marauders, just with 1 Chevron each. His secondary backline is some more Marauders over here, and 2 units of Marauder Berserkers. He also got another Norscan Warhound over here, and 2 units of Norscan Ice Trolls on each side, along with some Fimir with great weapons for the anti-large. And yeah, this is pretty much his army. I mean, he's got a caster over here. Is he on foot? No, he's on foot. He's a Fimir Belfint. And yeah, he's brought the Scroll of Power to reduce his ability recharge, Scroll of Shielding for damage resistance, Arcane Conduit, the Burning Head, which is excellent against the Tomb Kings, and the Fireball as well, because if you go SETTRA, well, he's gonna hurt from those fireballs. And also for his leadership we got THROGG over here with what abilities? I think he brought it all, even the Unbreakable one. Yeah, the Unbreakable one, Fight or Die, the Spitting Breath, and Foreseeker. So yeah, this is it. So let the battle begin and let's see. So immediately I'm just gonna see that he doesn't have any great mobility, so I'm just gonna take advantage of that, just get some early charges with the Nehekara horsemen, because they're really good at decent cavalry. Like, they're not the best, but they are decent for their cost. I really like them for just mobility matters. And as you can see, we do some little bit of damage over here. The chariots are gonna go in. I'm gonna see the trolls, but I'm just gonna go in and just try to move out immediately. And yeah, my chariots are gonna try to turn around at the moment, if I'm correct. Come on, get the hell back, get the hell back, don't... yeah, don't wait for the trolls to attack you. The front lines are gonna clash, the Necrosphinx is gonna be positioned on this side, because I just wanna try to bait my opponent. I want him to bring all of the Chaos Trolls and the just the Norscan Trolls around SETTRA, so I can just go and snipe him out with the Necrosphinx. And this is what is gonna happen. Like, the chariots are gonna try to pull out. On the other side we also got another charge over here, but I misplayed it a little bit and I forgot to disengage. These guys will just remain in the back, some Tomb Guard and the King Nekesi Scorpion Legion, just to protect the flanks. The chariots have successfully managed to get back. We move the Tomb Guard over here to help out against THROGG and his Fimir and also the Norsca trolls. Well, the Fimir are not here actually. Where are the Fimir? Okay, they're both back here and they're trying to get into the fight. Just trying to get on that sweet SETTRA ass. The backline is crazy at the moment. He's trying to get his Beast of Tusknar in my backline, which obviously I don't have any. I'm just keeping these guys all around so I can just, you know, have just slowly send in my resources. My chariots are gonna clash over here, just trying to hit these berserkers, and they're actually doing a great job, although we have taken quite a serious damage on one of the unit. So we're just gonna try to pull through. Obviously over here I should have taken these chariots, just send one right back in and the other one just send it over on this side, but I'm gonna do the mistake of just trying to get into here, which the Fimir are located, so these guys are just gonna be put to the hammer by the Fimir. And yeah, the front line fight is still going well. SETTRA hasn't taken quite enough damage. I actually had to pull out both of my big monsters over here because they're overextending into the back line of my opponent without any backup from the infantry, so I just can't keep doing that. A Burning Skull, probably overcasted, is gonna try to go down over here. I'm gonna see that, I'm gonna pull out my troops. This Tomb Guard is gonna suffer a little bit of damage, but overall we managed to save our forces, so now we're just gonna go right back in. The Necrosphinx is gonna try to deal with Fimir threat over here. It's of course gonna do a lot of damage, but it's gonna receive some back as well. And now this is where I decide, okay, I don't need to stand back with my Nekesi Scorpion Legion. We need that poison over here because this is where all the fight is gonna go down. This is where all his big monsters are. I did have a mistake of just blowing up like this over here. I should have just pulled one Tomb Guard out of the way, just send one over here, which I think I will. I'm gonna pull one Tomb Guard to deal with these berserkers over here. On the other side, it's crazy. His wolves are coming after me. I think I'm gonna turn around over here, just quickly deal with them. And obviously not. I'm still gonna... Okay, now I turn, and I'm gonna deal with these guys. The Tomb Guard are holding the right flank like champs. They're fighting Marauders, so it's an easy fight for them. Another Burning Head has gone down. Again, I moved out my troops, so not great damage came to me. As you can see, it went through here. So yeah, it was easy for me to dodge that. And yeah, the fight is raging on. The Bounce of Power is still in the middle because he's got a lot of healthy Fimirs and trolls over here. And as you can see, SETTRA just took a really punishing hit over here. And yeah, even though like I have the overwhelming force of man bodies over here, SETTRA is still taking some damage. The Necrosphinx is gonna go to try after the Fimir because it's a large target, so it's gonna suffer from that Necrosphinx quite a lot. I'm gonna try to pin him down with some cavalry over here, and yeah, like this is going well for the moment. SETTRA has suffered some damage. I'm just trying to pull him out. The Bounce of Power still in the middle, nothing has changed. This Tomb Guard just holding like champs over on this side of this right flank. The chariots, if you're wondering about them, they just died along with my right flank. Another Burning Head over here. I'm gonna notice this one, but I'm not gonna be that successful. Hopefully, I think it was overcasted, yeah. Never blow up with the Tomb Kings against Norsca or anybody really with Burning Heads or spells like that. So SETTRA is suffering some damage. I have to just run around, just try to avoid the damage that's being made over here. The Nehekara horsemen are gonna try and deal with the Norscan trolls in the back. And honestly, quite frankly, they will do just fine, because these guys can fight on melee, even Norscan ice trolls. SETTRA is gonna try to get back here, because as I said, we're trying to avoid damage at the moment. The Bounce of Power is actually against our favor at the moment. So SETTRA is just gonna come in, just take care of these trolls, just terror out them, so the Nehekara horsemen will be able to just escort them off. These Marauders will not be a problem. The Balefin still fighting over here. I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna say that my opponent is gonna try to reform his ranks over here, so I'm just gonna take that time to attack that Balefin straight away, and let's see, are we gonna succeed? I only need to terror out it, because I can then chase it off with my Nehekara horseman, because that's the plan at the moment. And as you can see, he's taking a lot of damage from that Necrosphinx, and yes, he's gonna get, well, not terror routed, just routed. So one Nehekara horseman is gonna go after the Balefin over here, and the other one is gonna go after, well, the trolls are shuttered on that side, for that matter. SETTRA, well, he has managed to get her up around me yet again, but SETTRA is like a huge unit, so he can get around quite easily. He actually just slapped THROGG into the ground over here. Now the Necrosphinx is gonna come into his back and just start slapping him. The bounce of power, since I took out that Femir Belfind and actually delivered a really good hit on THROGG, has come back in my favor this time, and his troops are just gonna break over here because there was no leadership present. So right now THROGG is all alone, so that Necrosphinx is gonna have a party over here. It's gonna go straight for him. He's dropping his breath on the Necrosphinx, and yeah, it didn't do that much of a damage, I think. And yeah, like Monster Smuts is gonna go down here. THROGG, he's not gonna like that. He's gonna try to run away just to get some of his troops back. He's trying to just go around. He's faster, 70 speed compared to 68 of that thing. Well, it's kind of the same. So yeah, he's trying to just get some Femir back, some of his Marauders over here, but he's not gonna succeed because that Necrosphinx is gonna be on his trail, and right down in the end, SETTRA will not serve and he will be successful. So quite a fun game from this one was. A GG to my opponent. Now, that build was actually quite nice. As you saw there, it worked pretty damn well against anything that Norsca could actually field. I don't know about Frostworm, we'll have to think about that, but I think it's gonna be doing fine even against that Frostworm. Tombguard did quite alright, as you can see here, 120 kills. This was the guy holding the right flank. The Spearman did quite okay, just applying the poison. The Nehekara Horseman as well. Quite a little bit of misplay from my chariots because I had the open field. My opponent came straight into the middle because this is where the big action was going on. This is where my Necrosphinx was, my SETTRA, my big units, so he needed to take them on, and he sent everything in there. So his flanks were quite open. I should have just capitalized on that, but no, since the idiot I am, I just went straight ahead, just trying to, you know, blitz through the Femir, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Just a tiny mistake. And the Sphinx of Yusef did quite alright because most of these kills are probably trolls and Femirs. For my opponent, I really like his build. His fireball plays were on point, but hopefully for me I was able to at least evade 2 of the 3. The third one I didn't manage to. He actually delivered some really good losses on me with that third Burning Head, excuse me. THROGG, I think, is a nice pick against the Tomb Kings, hands down. I really like the Femir Belfind. The Marauders, quite a good job. Just being a nuisance, dealing with Skeleton Spearmen. The Berserkers were a nice pick as well. I liked both of the Hounds. And yeah, the Femir is like a great choice in this one. And I think if I would do something different, is just cut down these trolls and just get a Frostworm or something like that. I think that would be like, pretty much I would go for something like the same over here. Just that I would get that Frostworm in order to have some cycle charging capabilities, because I can, if he had a Frostworm, he could just get a strike on that Necrosphinx or SETTRA, get out, get into the air, get another charge bonus, and so on, so on. So yeah, that was it, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like or a comment. Feel free to subscribe if you're not, and hit that notification button. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.